What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now we're sitting at $42,000. We're up about 8.5%. And what I want to do today was just really step back and look at the potential direction for Bitcoin, because we've been in a tough spot here, guys. We've really just been chopping sideways roughly since, I'd say, the beginning of the year. We've just been really moving sideways. This has been a tough area to trade in. A lot of fake outs, breakouts. It's been very difficult. So in my opinion, one of the best things that you can still do right now is either play small positions, paper trade, or just step back from the market right now and just really watch it until we get some more direction. So what we have going for us here that's positive on the bullish side, on the 2-day time frame here, we have higher lows coming in. So what I like to do is throw on these pivot points, which you can see we had a low here, and then we had a higher high, higher low, lower high, higher low, and then we're going to have to see what we can do in this area here. But the main thing is really watching this $45,000 to $46,000 area. This is going to be a big area of overhead resistance. If we're able to push through this, that could be enough, guys, to really get us up to that $52,000, have some room up to challenge $60,000. Could really move quick, but this is going to be a big area for us to get through, and it could take some time. I mean, if we push up here instead of lower high, then we need that higher low so we can get through it, because right now if we just tried to push up through, I don't know if we'd have the strength just to get through such a big area right now. So if I take these pivot points off and I step back and we take a look at the VPVR here, you can see this area, this point of control in red. This is also lining up right around that $45,000 to $47,000 area. So this is why it's such a big deal here, and we have to be careful of false breaks, anything down in this range here. But you can see this potential overhead resistance, and if we can get over it, you can see these big gaps here where we'd have potential to really run hard and fast. So this is the area to watch, and what I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to. You know, right now we definitely could have something like this, guys, where we chop around for a while before we go up and try to attempt that. That's possibility number one. Number two is that we just continue to see rejection. We bounce around this longer, then we break to the downside and we revisit $30,000. So you have to be aware of all these scenarios, or that we could just keep moving sideways here for another 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, that's definitely a possibility. I like to see the volume that we have coming in today. We're already above average volume. If we could get a nice candle close like this, that would be a bullish engulfing candle. So we have definitely some bullish things going for us, but the bearish things is this overhead resistance, guys. Take a look at this next. So what we're going to look at here is our 50 and our 200 moving average. So in white is going to be our 200 moving average right here, and we're running into that right now. We need to get up above that. In bull markets, we like to trade up above that. Bear markets, we trade below it. We are still also below this 50 moving average as well. So we need to get up above both of these. So that's why, you know, some bears could be stalking this area up here, because there's just so much confluence of potential resistance. So we have to watch that, guys. It's a beautiful move coming in today. I'm excited about it, but I'm still going to patiently wait for a little bit more direction before I start making any type of moves really in the space, because I've just been sitting back right now, patiently waiting. I've been trading in and out, just day trading oil, because that's really been moving. Just been watching where the money's flowing right now. So I've just been in and out of that. And today there's a huge sell-off in that. So just a lot of volatility back and forth, which is awesome as well, guys. And that's what I like to do. I like to follow it, even using the stock market, where the money's going, so I can trade that volatility. And right now for Bitcoin, I believe it's still an area where I have to sit back and be patient and just watch to see the direction with all this overhead resistance, because I'm not going to be a guy who's going to be shorting Bitcoin either right now. I don't want to take a short up into this area. I really don't want to short Bitcoin, because it's such a bull in the long term, and anything can happen overnight, guys. We've seen $10,000 candles, you know, almost in one day to the up or downside. So always have to be careful. But for me, I just look for longs in Bitcoin. So also, when we're stepping back on this here, what I want to do is go a little bit through the time frames. So if we get this stuff off as well, and also if you guys get some from this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I want to make this as quick as possible for you. Like to see what's going on, guys, but we just, you know, we want to see some follow through. We saw this over here before, where we had huge, massive volume, then we just rolled over all the way back down. I don't like to give that up. If I was a part of this, I want to be able to take that profit and be patient, because many times we do get those corrections. So right here on the 1 hour time frame, what I like to see is we have that big impulsive volume here, and we really haven't had a ton of massive sell-off. So many times in crypto, what you'll see is we form these little like rising wedges, and then they'll actually break to the upside. Typically, you know, if you look at the charting book, 70% of the time they'll drop to the downside. But a lot of times we'll get these and then we'll have another leg to the upside. So it's definitely something I'm keeping an eye on, guys. But this is also, if we get this move up into here, take a look. That's that $45,000 area where we had a lot of wicks before, where we tried, we attempted, and then we failed. So we need a lot of strength going into that, and I think what would be healthy is if we pulled back a little bit more and just really got a trend moving. Pull back into this range. You know, guys, we could even go as low as about $40,000 again and then try to make a move, or even farther out. If we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, and a 4-hour time frame, you know, say I really wanted a move in this, I would wait for a nice higher low here, come back down in this area, and then you'd at least have a stop to play off. You could put your stop down here if you want to do that, looking for a longer swing trade position, something along those lines. But if we turn on our VPVR here, guys, what you see is this was a big area here that we broke up through. We had this gap and we've ran pretty hard, and then yet again we're going to see that 45,000 come in as overhead resistance that we have to be careful of. Then if we get into the 1 day, okay, so 1 day time frame for support, point of control there, I want to hold about 38,558 is going to be an area for us. Same deal, guys, watching this area. You know, I just want you to be careful out there. I guess that's the main thing. When we look at this, we've seen a lot of fake outs. The market, you know, has had a mind of its own going all over the place. So just really look for clarity is the main thing that I'm telling you. And a lot of professional traders, what they'll do, they'll let these accumulation stages play out. So say this is a stage 1, they'll trade the stage 2, and then you have the stage 3 and then the stage 4 on the backside. So always something you want to watch there, guys. And I think it's something that's important is to not just always try to pick the bottom or call the bottom, try to take the meat out of the move in terms of the trend. So if we do start going back here, there's going to be plenty of trading that can be done. Now on the relative strength, sitting at 54 right now, and we did get a little upside cross through our moving average here, so that's not looking too bad. I would say just really watch this overhead resistance. That's going to be the main thing, guys. If you get something from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless each and every one of you. Take care.